Hi folks, it's me, John D. Villarreal, and I'm the founder and CEO of Conservative New Media. I've announced my candidacy to run for the chairman of the California Republican Party. And I've done that for a number of reasons, many of which I've already laid out on my radio show, in our videos, and on Facebook and other posts, whatnot. But I wanted to do something in a very concise way here to sort of lay out the case of why I'm running, as a start of a series rather, to lay out the case of why I'm running, and also to clearly lay out my positions. Now this is a first draft, and I literally did this in just over an hour, okay, on a Sunday night. And I think it will show you not only the depth and horsepower that my intellect has, but also my command of the issues, and also in contrast, what in my personal opinion is the lack of seriousness and depth and honesty in addressing the issues clearly facing the California Republican Party, and a lack of accountability of those leaders like Tom Del Beccaro that are trying to run for this position against me. So with that, I'm also joined by my brother Paul F. Villarreal, who also does Conservative New Media with me, so he can help add some additional points in light. And I think you will find this quite enlightening, and I'm looking forward to having your feedback, and you tell me what you think about the plan, and also what else needs to be done here in California. We're going to have a series of these and roll these out.
John has been beating the drums for the Republican Party since the get-go, and so he is all about the cause. He has been on the ground level working on it for decades, literally. And in terms of Conservative New Media, yeah, I mean, this was a brainchild. John had a plan, the same way that he has a plan to help bring about the resuscitation of a kind of moribund, just down in the dumps California Republican Party. And look, I mean, if you want to get an idea of how well he can do as chairman of the party, just look at the success of Conservative New Media.
There's no question about it, and I appreciate that, Paul. And that's the thing. I remember when I was, I'm talking like 10, 13, or even younger, watching, Ronald Reagan up there, having debates with my family about why Reagan's policies were the correct ones, talking about looking at David Stockman and the Whiz Kids, reading about that, learning about the stock market, going to UC Berkeley undergrad and then law school, and strongly advocating for conservative values, being part of the Berkeley College Republicans, getting up there and just having debates with my professors in front of hundreds of people about why conservative values were the right ones, and taking it into the airwaves in the media, and taking it to the campaign trail with political campaigns. I've done it. I have done it, okay? And so I've done it from the beginning. I was, right to begin with, and we're right now. And as we'll talk about later, I'm a proven winner. Everything I've done. Go ahead, Paul.
I just wanted to add this as well, too. This is probably the right time to say this. Just kind of giving a biographical sketch of you. One thing I have to say, and this is coming from, a brother. I mean, a lot of times you would think there'd be, some type of sibling rivalry or this type of thing or anything like that. But as anybody that knows John and I will tell you, I mean, I've always been very honest when it comes to assessing John or anybody else for that matter, but John in particular. John's a natural. He's just a very, very talented guy. He's extremely smart. And the thing is that sometimes his energy level and his communication style, there are some people who will, or the fact that he's a weightlifting champion, people will get the wrong idea about him. They'll underestimate him or think that he's just kind of like a dumb jock or something like this. Nothing could be further from the truth. John can generate arguments and game plans and strategies better than anybody that I'm aware of in the areas that he chooses to do so with. So there's a reason why a lot of people don't really like to debate John or get into discussions with him, because when he chooses to turn it on, it's like it's bright as the sun. And I think that harnessing that energy and that capability for the better Republican Party and Republican prospects in California is just, I mean, I can't think of anybody else personally that I'm aware of, and certainly not in the present field for the California Republican chairmanship that is even in the same galaxy in terms of what John's capabilities are. In terms of raw talent, ability, and resume, no one is in the same league.
Oh, I appreciate that. That's very kind of you to say, Paul. There's no doubt about it. And I can tell you, Paul's not gonna. Paul might be my brother, but he's not gonna say anything that he doesn't believe. And he's thrown me under the bus before on other issues when I've been wrong. Hey, so let's do this. What I want to do here is very quickly skim over this because we're going to be tight on time. I'd like to keep this to one video here. We'll have a lot more series here. So what I'm going to do here is put the rest of these slides in here and very quickly skim over them. And then I'll have another video where we talk about it and whatnot, reaction to that. Okay, let's do it that way. My pledge is to win and to be accountable. I pledge to increase Hispanic GOP registration in California by at least 20%. I pledge to increase overall GOP minority registration. I pledge to increase overall California GOP registration by at least 5%. I pledge to significantly improve our messaging. I pledge to substantially improve our brand, to dramatically improve the state party, to spend our money more effectively, have a bigger return on investment, to achieve many of the goals that I've laid out in this PowerPoint, and to raise more money during my term than the previous term, and to win, most importantly, to win more races during my term than the previous term, pro rata adjustment, because we're going to lose a couple congressional seats here. And if I do not achieve at least 2/3 of these goals, or not recognized as having succeeded via other metrics by a popular vote, then I will not run again. I have signed this, I will pledge it, I have pledged it, I have put it out there. Who else has done this? Who else will do this? I challenge Tom Del Beccaro to take this pledge and sign it. I challenge Guy Houston to take this pledge and sign it. I challenge anybody who's going to get into this race to take this pledge and sign it. Don't you want someone who's going to be accountable to you? If we're conservatives and Republicans and we believe in free market values and the market working, that means being accountable, that means being responsible, that means letting the market forces work, then you need to sign this pledge. I walk the walk and talk the talk. I make sure that my actions match my words, and I will stand up. Everybody knows I will stand up and fight for what's right, and I will show you and prove to you that my way is the best. And that's why I'm a champion. And that's why I want to represent you as chairman of the California Republican Party, because somebody had to step up and fix this thing. So I ask for your support. Now, I didn't cover everything here, not even close. And I ask you to go back and read these PowerPoint slides and whatnot. This is a short video. We're going to do more. Okay, we're going to come up with much more plans. I ask for your support. I ask for your vote. I ask for you to repost this video on your Facebook page, to get it out to the media, to get it out to all the delegates that you know, all your friends. This is so critical, so important. I'm running for you. I don't need this post to, for my dating life. I have a wonderful, great girlfriend I'm probably going to marry. I don't need this to make money. I don't need this to get on TV. I'm already on TV and radio whenever I want and all this type of stuff. I don't need this for I'm doing it just to serve you. That is it. Because I told myself, somebody has to stand up. Somebody has to do something. And I'm that person. I have the education, the background, I have everything together. I know the problems. I know how to fix this. And if I don't do anything, well then you know what? I can't complain. So I'm stepping up. I'm being accountable. I'm doing it for you. Paul, you want to say something in closing here?
Two other quick things in support of John. One, he has the right temperament for this position. What I mean by that is John's an extrovert. Nothing gets done in secret. Nothing is getting done in some little private deliberation backroom deal. He talks with everybody about everything, and that's a good thing for this type of a job. Everything will be done above board. That's just the way that he's made and wired. Second thing is John has an enormous number of contacts in Silicon Valley. One of the great untapped resources for the California GOP, both locally and nationally, is Silicon Valley. Democrats are always doing things, fundraisers and this and that in Silicon Valley. John's got a tremendous network of contacts in there that he can tap into and be able to use those resources to help Republicans.
Oh, that's right. And we need the new media and we need the new technology. I've got a lot of contacts on Wall Street. I've got a lot of contacts in the media, internationally, locally, nationally, everything like that. I've got a lot of contacts in Hollywood and whatnot. And we need to use the new technology and use all the horsepower to get Republicans involved. We need registration here. We need to go to the minority communities. We need to go to voters where they are. Deal with them on their level. Rally them. Get them fired up about this. Show them why conservatism and Republicans are the #1 way to go and how they can really materially affect your life, and be ready to take the battle to the front line as happy warriors, right? As friendly warriors with a smile to the other side. I've done that in the media. I've done that and at UC Berkeley School of Law. I've done it. I've shown that I can do it, and I've proven successful at it. Won't you join me in fixing this California Republican Party? It's your party, and it's time that we take back the party for the people and make it great again. This is the Golden State. This is the state of Ronald Reagan and Richard Nixon, and it's the state of you. And we all have to live here. And we want to see California great again. We're tired of losing jobs. We're tired of losing to the Democrats. We're tired of knowing that we're right and still getting beat. And I'm going to change that. I want to win for you and make it so that all our great incumbents get supported and all of our great new candidates get supported, and that you as a Republican in California can hold your head high and say we're going from one of the worst to #1, baby, with John D. Villarreal. Please support me. Because if you support me, you're supporting yourself. I'm doing it for you, and I'm showing that I will be accountable, and we're going to get results. That's the bottom line. I thank you so much for looking at this. Please support my candidacy, and please get this video out to everyone. Of course, for our fans of conservative new media, comments below, subscribe above. I'm John D. Villarreal, and this is my first campaign announcement and message for the chairmanship of the California Republican Party. Thank you.